Chapter 3 of Sake's journey has finally came out, and I gotta say, I'm still excited to see the direction of Sake and the conflict between him and the director, and of course Sakura. So let's get into it. Sake, of course, he already knows that the Showdown will not work on this man, but he doesn't want to engage in a direct battle because he needs the cure for Naruto. So he decides to take the insult, fall inside, and take the beating. But of course, Sasuke had the plan. Even though he was getting his ass beat by the guards, he still had to take the cloth pass, just so he'd be able to be free and actually have an excuse just in case he gets caught. But then a random stranger actually, gets bullied and actually gets stuffed into a locker room. And of course, Sasuke, being the nice guy he is, he gives him the courtesy of giving him the hall pass or whatever. And it was just so cool to me how while Sasuke on his way actually escaping, leaving the jail cell during the night, while GG on the other hand is also trying to help Sasuke, actually trying to buy him more time to escape and come back to come back from whatever he was trying to do. And Gigi and Sasuke, they kind of seem to have a good relationship. I mean, Gigi kind of seems kind of cool, and the fact that we actually did see how Sasuke he would win again against the dinosaur, but that dinosaur is pretty damn strong. Now I'm pretty sure it's because the director has glass eyes why the dinosaur can't be affected by Jinjutsu, but the fact that that toxin that dinosaur had affected Sasuke to that level, it was just kind of crazy to me how when obviously something like Jinjutsu doesn't work on someone like Sasuke because he's a Uchiha, but when it's toxic related, you can't. There's no antidote for that naturally. You have to make the antidote for that. And Sasuke, there was no way he was gonna be able to fix that toxin throughout his entire body, except luckily Sakura came to the scene, and with Sakura, it was kind of wholesome to see how Sasuke was very relieved to see Sakura once again. And with Sakura, I mean, of course she's here because Sarada at the current point in time, she with Aruka Sensei and other, and while Sakura actually here and Radoku actually trying to help Sasuke with this mission. Because with Kakashi, he found important info about the Sage of Six Paths. Now, apparently the Sage of Six Paths has the same issue. We already know that. But the thing that interests me is that he somehow found there was this, meteor that came from space that had these magical particles, ultra particles, what they call them, that somehow cured the disease that the Sage of Six Paths had. It was, so crazy to me. You have this miracle drug that seemingly cured everything. That seemingly cured everything that was wrong with the Sage of Six Paths. I wonder, could it have done the same thing for someone like Itachi? Because this thing was able to fix whatever the Sage of Six Paths and Naruto had. I do wonder how it could have worked for other situations. But regardless, this thing was kind of cool how they named it, and how he got to find the maps of the heavens, and it's just very cool because how the Sage of Six Paths split it into a treasure map, and so now Sasuke got to go treasure hunting to be able to find where these particles could be at. And that's hilarious. Okay, now that we got that. Gigi actually came back, actually trying to go to the pharmacist, or not the pharmacist, trying to go to the clinic rather, trying to get help from Sakura, and it's so damn hilarious how he trying to get some smoking, but when he couldn't get cigarettes, he asked the next best thing he does. The next best thing he does is actually try to go stare at Sakura's hair and actually try to grab it. And it's just so hilarious to me because when I think about when you mentioned Sakura hair, I always think about that scene of where Sakura cut her hair initially when it just wasn't working out for her. And now that we kind of see so many people simping for her glossy, pink, and pretty hair, it's just so hilarious how Sasuke really have grown up into a mature, beautiful woman, and and she's still a badass. Sasuke obviously recognizes that, and for Sasuke, I mean, he kind of sad how he starts to feel a little bit of guilt because we see during the way back to the jail cell, Gigi and Sasuke kind of have a small debate about how Gigi also engaged and he can't wait to get married to his wife when he gets out of jail. But the thing is, like, he actually has insight to give to Sasuke. It's that you always have to be there for your wife. Or a married partner, whatever. You always got to be there for your married partner. You have a symbol of your relationship, and granted, Sakura symbol of love is Sarada, but there got to be something more to it, and that's why the ring came into play, and how Sake probably will get the idea that he's gonna want to give a ring to Sakura because Sakura, she deserves so much more than what she gets. She treated so damn badly, especially during the anime. I can't remember what episode this was in, but during the difference basically during the Senri Hawk situation where Sakura was so damn pissed that Sake just left without a word. Like, she was trying to play calm. She was trying to tell Sarada that, this is just how it is. And, I'm used to it. But then her poker face ended, and she just really lost control there. And here, it started to become like that because the fact that Sasuke said he would be out of the village for years. Like, damn, like, I knew that, but when you really think about that, it was, like, so damn shocking to me, because when you think about Sasuke being gone during the Senri Hawk situation, trying to look for code, and then you think about where Sasuke actually out of the village, looking for Kage's dimension, looking for those I forget what those people are called, the Uchiha clones or whatever with the multiple Sharingan, and Sasuke just really been out of the village, and it's really great to see how this manga actually it's a great way to showcase Sakura and Sake's love for each other. Okay, Sake and Sakura, they deserve so many more moments that we have been getting in the anime and the manga really, but the fact that we're actually starting to get that now is the beginning of their relationship, beginning of their relationship. It is great to see how we can actually see how their relationship, how strong their bonds are, how thick it can be when they truly are in danger. Because Sake, he was truly panicking how Sakura is in this prison cell because with this prison, it is way too dangerous for normal people. Like, you have a dinosaur, and if you try to escape, that dinosaur has toxin, and apparently have regenerative abilities somehow. I don't know how that's possible, unless it's a different dinosaur. But the fact that that dinosaur seems really, really, really strong for a mere dinosaur. So Sake and Sakura has a lot up at their plate, but they're gonna accomplish this together as a team. There's no Sake without Sakura. Like, they gotta be together. And for Sake, he kind of begins to accept that he's gonna need Sakura help, because if Genjutsu ain't gonna work, you're gonna need something else, because brute force alone isn't gonna stop the director or any of the evil antagonists from in this jail cell from executing their plan and executing their malicious intent. So it's just to be very interesting to see how the story developed and how the ultra particle clashes with the with the villain's goals. I mean, they're gonna have to clash at one point, and we're just gonna have to see what actually happened what actually developed for it to reach that point. But regardless, it was a great chapter. It's really a great story of seeing how Sasuke and Sakura love, increase even further, how their trust is more, more steady, more rock steady because of this. And I just can't wait to see the future chapters of this manga, because again, Sasuke is such a underrated character, and especially in Boruto, because we barely see him in Boruto. But now that we got him here, it is great to see, and I'm actually here for it. I'm like Sarada, where I miss Sasuke, but here I'm actually excited to see Sasuke being in every single chapter where it's not Boruto, it's not Naruto, it's not Kakashi or any of that. It is Sasuke and Sakura as a team. And for that, I'm glad. But regardless, let me know your thoughts on the manga chapter as a whole. I actually would love to think what you think of Sasuke Sakura relationship as a whole from the beginning of part one to right now. I would love to hear your thoughts on the up and down of this relationship. But regardless, I'll see you guys on the next one.